Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima 9 Ascension, and when last we left off, we managed to get the Glyph of Spirituality, and then consulted the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom to find out what we need to do to defeat the Guardian, and true to the Codex, it told us exactly what we needed to know. Even if it wasn't exactly what we wanted to hear, and that is that since the Avatar and the Guardian are effectively two parts of the same being, to defeat one, the other must be defeated too, which means that if we're to kill the Guardian and save Britannia, we must sacrifice ourselves as well. The ultimate sacrifice to save not just Britannia, but all worlds that may yet be conquered by the Guardian, and all that are currently suffering under his tyrannical rule. To do this, we are going to use the Armageddon spell. Yes, folks, it's the first and only time in the whole series that the Armageddon spell is going to do anything besides just putting you in a lose state because you've killed everyone because you're a fool. But to make sure that we don't kill everyone, we're going to be using something called the Barrier of Life, which we're going to create by using all 8 sigils of virtue and a very, very long mantra. Then all we need to do is get some black rock and use that as the focus for the Armageddon spell. We also cleanse the Shrine of Spirituality, which means all 8 virtues have now been restored. And we only saw Depraved Spirit there by the entrance to the shrine, but there could have been more. If we'd have killed some of our companions along the way, their spirits would have been there too. And, much like Depraved Spirit, they too would have been resurrected, for sheer plot convenience, when we cleanse the shrine. The only 2 companions that you won't find there are Shamino and Katrina, because Shamino was stuck in the ethereal void and thus couldn't become a worm guard, and Katrina was too virtuous and so also didn't become a worm guard. And with Dupre back, the world may still yet fall into doom, but I imagine they just hand-wave it away by, oh, the serpents are fine, and now I am back, and really young compared to everyone else, and it's best not to think about that, and just go and hear Lord British's ultimate plan, which is exactly what we're going to do. Let us return. And then the game crashed super hard, and I don't just mean it crashed once after I emerged back into Britain, I mean it crashed every time I emerged back into Britain. Instantly, whether I was recording or not. For a moment I panicked, thinking, oh dear, I've got the game into a point where I can never continue, but then I went with something that I felt might work, which was loading back to the beginning of the previous video and quickly playing back to the point that I was at. And the only thing I did different really was that I skipped through some of the dialogue and I didn't bring all of the sigils with me. I highly doubt that either of those made a difference though. Sometimes this game just decides that a certain save is going to crash all the time. It happened when we were in Moonglow, and it happened here. But fortunately, we've got a save now where we can be in Britain and things don't horribly crash, which means that we can continue. Hurrah! Oh, Ultima 9, despite your best attempts, we will get to the end. Greetings! Now let us go back to the throne room, where Lord British is, and it won't just be Lord British either. Soon it will be many of our old friends. Hello. We were successful.
Well, my friend, you've done it. You've cleansed the lost shrine, and you've consulted the Codex. You know what you must do, and how you must do it. Are you ready to confront the Guardian?
My lord, I've been waiting for this moment for far too long. I'm more than ready.
Very well, then. You must be off to Turfin. That's where you'll find the Guardian. Go. Go and destroy him so that you may finally fulfill your destiny and move on from this place.
What about you, my lord?
I'll not be with you. This is something that you must do alone. Don't worry, though. The companions and I will be busy doing our part. There are things that we must do so that you may confront the Guardian.
But will I ever see you again?
No. You're made of something greater, Avatar. It's time for you to go. It's time for you to ascend. Farewell, old friend.
Goodbye, my lord.
He's not joking. This truly is the last time we're going to see him. And there's Shamino. In fact, all of our friends are here. We should go and speak with all of them, for this really will be the last time that we do so. Hello, Shamino, my old friend.
Well, dear friend, this is it. Our roads must part. Don't forget that I owe you my life. Lo, those many years ago when the Shadow Lords appeared and pierced me with that magic arrow. You saved me then. I don't know where we'll come out at the end of this. But if you ever have need of me, call and I'll be there. If I have to cross worlds to come to your aid, I will. Remember your spirituality and you will succeed.
Thank you, Shamino. Also, one thing to note. You have gotten no older in all the years that we have known you. You truly are ageless. Curious. And here is another one of our old friends. Hello.
Hello, Avatar. Are you ready for the final push?
I suppose I'd better be.
Just remember that justice must be done. Always keep that in your heart. Goodbye, Avatar.
Goodbye, Jana. Let's see if we can find more of our friends. Is someone going to be up here? Or are they going to be just milling around the castle? Oh, there's one of our friends. Also, we do need to refill our inventory because I didn't bring all the sigils with me, I need to get them back in our bag. For we are going to need them, so this will go down. Oh, I also did drop all of this as well. Maybe some of this was needed, like the Ashes of Dupre. It would be strange if that were the case, but stranger things have happened with this game. Oh, stranger things have indeed happened. Right. Do that, this, that, and we'll then just quickly go and grab... Ooh, we're also going to have to do some spell binding as well, aren't we? Yes, we are. For we have some 8th circle spells that need to be in our spellbook. Get that, get this, get that, get this, and we are missing the dagger, which fortunately is over here. We don't need to worry about the runes. You'd think that we'd need them with us. Our companions are going to be the ones using the runes. Hello.
Well, this is goodbye, isn't it? I guess you figured out that I've harbored an unrequited love of you for some time now. Oh well, it's too late for regret, or for thoughts of what might have been. Just go knowing that I love you. And remember this always. The sacrifice that you have made, that of a normal life, is a noble one. You have done much for the Britannian people. And in your final act as the Avatar, you'll do still more for them.
What shall we say here? We should say that she is a dear friend, for she is.
You are a dear friend. Goodbye, Julia.
As are you, my dear. As are you. Farewell.
I think that was the right option there for our parting dialogue. I definitely think it was. Ah, spells. Right, we want the spells for... Let's go all the way over to 8th. Also, we are going to go and get Teleport at some point. Teleport is a 7th circle spell. We have Earthquake, Inferno, Lightning Storm, and Searing Rain. So, this is Lightning Storm. This is Inferno. This is Earthquake. Have we missed Searing Rain? Is that Searing Rain? That's Searing Rain. Okay, we actually have all of them. And once we get the scroll for Teleport, we will have every single spell in the spellbook. Which I'm surprised we've been able to do, considering all that's happened. Are any of our friends in here? Are you hiding behind a door? No. Not there, and there's no one on the balcony either, I wager. Nope. Is there somebody up here? I just want to find them all before I, do all of the side things we need to do. Anyone here? Nope, there's just you. And, ooh, there is someone out here. Hello.
See? I told you that we would meet again. We have stood together in the face of so many challenges and come through them all as boon companions. I remember dealing with that corrupt fool Batlin as though it were yesterday. I wish with my heart that we could go on this final adventure together, but it cannot be. We all have our roles to play, and they take us to different places. As you go forward, remember your honesty. It is your greatest attribute.
Thank you very much, Maria.
I'll miss you, Mariah.
And I you, old friend. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your encouraging words. I'm gonna need all of the courage that I have. All of it. There's no one in here. Also, the weather is foul, as is befitting the realization that we are not long for this world, or any world, in fact. Soon, we will be of no worlds. And yet, possibly all of them. Greetings! Is there anyone in here? Any of our old friends? Yes! Hello!
Come here and say goodbye to me, Avatar.
I will.
Of all of the people that I've known in my long life, you have had the most cause to be proud. Yet you never were. You have always been the most humble of people, Avatar. I have always admired that in you. Keep that humility in your heart, and you will always do well. Goodbye, dear friend.
Thank you, Katrina. May your life be long and virtuous. YOLO? Ah, YOLO's in here. Of course he'd be in here. He'd be here with all the food.
Well, 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 Avatar. You're off to confront the Guardian once and for all, eh? Say, do you remember back when we were warring with the gargoyles, and they had you on that altar and were just about to sacrifice you?
How could I forget?
Well, just don't forget that it was the quarrel from my bow that killed that gargoyle priest and saved you. Farewell, my friend. Our journeys together will always be dear to me. Remember compassion, and you will always do well.
Also, when did Dupre get here? Seriously, wasn't he dead? I've been dead for quite a while, my friend, but plot convenience means I'm alive again. Oh, blasted plot convenience. Always confusing and muddling up plot lines and ruining the integrity of worlds.
Look at me, as good as new. I'm ready to take on an army of goblins.
I'm surprised you're not already at the tavern draining the ale kegs.
Can you believe this, old man? You'd think that after having been dead for the last 20 years, he'd show a little respect.
Why? He never did before you died.
In all seriousness, look about you, Avatar. All of our old companions gathered here in one place and for one purpose. You did this, Avatar. You did all of this. And when we get rid of the Guardian, Britannia will be healed and whole again. You've long been a hero, Avatar. Thank you for all that you've done.
No problem, Dupre. This is very much true.
Dupre, you're the man whom I've always tried to emulate.
Thank you, friend. Now I think that we'd better get to work.
Yes, indeed. But first, we still have one more person to speak to. One more person that we haven't spoken to since we encountered them in that dungeon. And I think you're going to be over here. It's Joffrey.
Well met, Avatar. I want you to know that meeting the Guardian toe-to-toe is an act of unprecedented valor. You are to be commended. Well, I've said enough. Go bravely, my friend.
And that's all you have to say, apparently. And with that, I think we have spoken to every single one of our companions. All 8 of them. Got Yolo, Chamino, Dupre, Julia, Mariah, Jana, Katrina, and Joffrey. Hello! We have some spellbinding to do, because we always have some spellbinding to do. We have all of the 8th circle spells to get in our spellbook, and then we have some minor things we need to achieve. A little bit of training, a little bit of item hunting. We need to finish off the lighthouse quest after all. But first, this spellbinding, and for that I'm going to need a piece of paper, for there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to have to write down. For the 8th circle spells are the ones you definitely want to get right. So, let's get Earthquake, which is Blood Moss, Mandrake Root, and Sulphurous Ash, and it is Vas, Pour, Lelm. Let's do that one first. Why not? It's as good as any to start with. So, Earthquake is that one. Yeah, Armageddon does not end up in our spellbook. It is a ritual in this game. And so we want Blood Moss, we want Mandrake Root, and we want Sulphurous Ash. And just to do that, and take our reagents back. 1, 2, and 3, and Vas, Pour, Lelm. Spell number 1! Found! And you want to bet we're going to be saving after every one of them because of the fact that the game is getting really crash happy at the very end. I'm not pleased about that. Really not pleased. So that's one. Now we have Lightning Storm, which is Vas, Grav. Notice all of these have Vas in them because they are really powerful spells. We want a Black Pearl, we want Garlic, we want Mandrake Root, and Sulphurous Ash. We can do that, and so we shall. So, Lightning Storm is there, and we want Mandrake Root, again. Sulphurous Ash, again. We'll put this away, get the Garlic, and a Black Pearl. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, Vas, Grav, Her. That's spell number 2. We have 3 more spells to bind. In total, in the whole game. Have we used most of them? No, but we've nearly got them all. Inferno is next. Inferno, you'll notice all of these are definitely high damaging spells. They're all focused around harming and dealing with enemies. Not that you need it at this point if you have all of the equipment, but the option's there. If you are a wizard, you'll want to use these because you have the mana for it, but even as a wizard, you'll be really powerful in this armor and using the Blackrock Sword because there's no weight limit to you being able to use them. You might as well just use the best armor and the best equipment, because Blackrock really should interfere with your spellcasting, but it just doesn't. Really should, though. Inferno. Right, we need, let's move this up here, we need Blood Moss, we need Mandrake Root, and Sulphurous Ash again. That's exactly the same reagents as we needed for Earthquake. Alright, we'll just take these back. The root, not the scroll. Pretty sure if we took the scroll, bad things would happen. So, Vas, Cal, Flam, Grav. And that's scroll number 3 of 4. One more, and then we will start going to do the little side things that we've left. The last spell in the 8th circle is Searing Rain. Again, another fire one, so we are definitely going to have Flam there in the, Flam there in the mantra, and it's a long one. Vas, Cal, An, Flam, and that is, I think, Jux? think it's Jux. Or it could be Lux. It's probably Lux, actually. I think it's Lux. And all we need is blood, moss, and mandrake root. 3 of the, actually, all of these require mandrake root. And, 3 of them require blood moss. Interesting. So, we happen to have the exact reagents that we need. Also, once we've bound that final spell, we can just empty this bag out. We won't need the reagents anymore. They'll be useless. So, do this. Grab these back, because we'll still need them for that last one. And we have to do Vas, Cal, Ann, Flam. Nope, it was, I believe it was a J. Darn it. It's alright, we can do this again. We have an unlimited number of tries if we actually aim in the right place. There we go. If at first you don't succeed, keep taking the reagents from the circle and try again. Flam. There we go, it was a J after all. And with that, folks, we have bound the entire of the 8th circle of magic. You want to say anything interesting?
Hello there, Avatar. Do you see a blue potion over there? Never mind. Oh, it cleaned up another shrine, I hear. Released another circle of magic. Well done, yes, well done. We'll make a first-class mage of you yet.
I think I am now a first-class mage, because I have every single spell barring one. The one spell that I missed in Serpent's Hold, which, we will be going back to because we want teleport. Teleport could yet be useful. But after that, we've got them all. We have them. I really didn't think we'd be able to get them all, but all of them are there. Just teleport. Just teleport remains. And so, when we come back, folks, we have minor things to achieve. Also, what's that? Just scroll? Lord British, we will wait at the columns as you have asked. When you have received the runes of virtue from the Avatar, we will be ready to help you and the Avatar defeat the Guardian at last. Good luck to you as well, Avatar. Your faithful friends, Yolo, Shamano, Julia, Dupree, Jana, and everyone else. You know what? We're going to keep that as a memento from our friends. And at some point we are going to have to break the news about what's going to happen to Raven, but I feel like she kind of knows what's to come.
Hello, Avatar.
Hello! And so, the final part of the game. Just tying up loose ends before we go face the Guardian once and for all.
Come here and say goodbye to me, Avatar.
I've already done that, so we don't need to do so again. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Besides, we'll be coming back here. We want to bind the teleport scroll. And we won't be doing that in Serpent's Hold, that's for sure. Later.